robbing Luddite, unleashing the loudest, hardest hitting metal show on the airwaves.
Away from it all, I've reached for the stars, but then I fall. I felt the fires that soothe my wounds, to sit on the moon with nothing to do. Oh, cosmic cowboy. Oh, cosmic cowboy.
left unseen. I've been to places, I've seen the faces, victims of the war machine. I came home to unfamiliar streets, a stranger in my skin. The flags were waving, the bands were playing, but the war came marching in. I hear the thunder when the night's gone still, see the shadows moving against my will. The battle's over, but I'm fighting still. Star Wars, the battle still rages inside these walls. Star Wars, I hear the echoes when the darkness calls. The guns fell silent, but the memories roar. I'm still fighting yesterday's Star Wars. These scars remind me of the price that's paid for every comrade who never made it home that day. I carry their memories through the fire and pain. Though the war still haunts me, I won't wear these chains. Oh, Star Wars, invisible wounds that nobody sees. Star Wars, they follow me home on every sleepless dream. The war is over, but my soul keeps score. I'm still living through these Star Wars. The dawn is breaking through the smoke once more. I'm not who I was when I marched off to war. I've seen things I shouldn't have seen, better left unseen. I've been to places, I've seen the faces, victims of the war machine. And we carry these Star Wars. The battle still rages inside these walls. Star Wars, I hear the echoes when the darkness calls. The guns fell silent, but the memories roar. I'm still fighting yesterday's Star Wars. Star Wars, invisible wounds that nobody sees. Star Wars, they follow me home on every sleepless dream. The war is over, but my soul keeps score. I'm still living through these Star Wars. Star Wars. Star Wars. Star Wars.
Star Wars, baby. Such a great song.
Ready or Not, killer song. Before that, you heard Cuff, Cosmic Cowboy, and then you heard Decibel Dogs, who were at the House of Blues last Sunday with Day Zero.
I had so much fun with, like, when they were on stage. They were one of my top 3 faves.
Yeah, I liked all the bands on stage.
Yeah, though.
I thought it was really cool. The end was awesome, though. You have to admit, the
Oh my gosh, like
Still of the Night. Man.
that was fun. Though they cut some parts of songs, so like I actually really one person used to always do for jam night every single week War Pigs. I'm like, that's too much War Pigs. I don't really like this song much. So they cut War Pigs short, which I actually appreciated.
Of all the songs they could have played, War Pigs, I don't know. General's got it in the messes.
I know, like, I love Paranoid, plus that's a
Yeah.
supporter. But no, Still of the Night was great. They did Deep Purple, that was cool.
Yeah, Highway Star, they did that one. They did Born to be Wild, that was cool.
That was awesome. That was like a freebie song.
That was a really cool guitar solo in there.
Yeah, Vinny kept wanting to play.
Yeah, kept wanting to go, so when they said when Vinny wants to keep playing, they're keeping playing. All right, guys, so welcome to Metal Revolution, where we expose the raw grit of Sunset Strip sleaze, dark horror metal, and government spy secrets tonight.
From the smoky, neon-lit gutters of the 1980s Sunset Strip to the shadowy backrooms of the Cold War, rock and roll was never just music, it was a weapon.
Yes, music can be a weapon.
Mind crime.
Sure. Tonight on the Metal Revolution, we're peeling back the leather and tearing down the Iron Curtain. We'll dive deep into the unfiltered, raucous, Faster Pussycat Story. How a band of gutter punk glam icons conquered the mainstream without losing their dangerous edge.
I don't know if you bring it up, but I love seeing them. Is it the rise and fall of American civilization or whatever?
Oh, yeah. I do bring it up.
With them in that documentary.
You will hear about it.
Then we descend into the crypts of horror metal, where the riffs are bloody, themes are grim, and the monsters are very, very real. And just when you think you know history, we crack open the file on the ultimate conspiracy. Did the CIA actually write the Scorpions' global anthem, Winds of Change, to collapse the Soviet Union? Question mark.
Tune your speakers up, lock your doors, and join the resistance. This is the Metal Revolution. We're gonna get loud tonight. All right, so we have music by 7 Days a Minute, Craig Martini, out there, buddy, The Rising Fall, Conspiracy 216, Decimator, Darren Ironside from United Kingdom with a brand new song, My Cleveland Project, and Avoid Dead. Hello, guys.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, Robin, are you ready to rock?
Tweedledee.
Are you ready?
All right, so we're going to jump right into it.
Tactical nuke incoming!
And you're listening to...
Metal Revolution Hour.
All right, so guys, I love Faster Pussycat, and we're going to talk about them right now because I think they're a killer band, and I want to share them with you guys.
Yeah, I love them too. I've
Yeah.
seen them like at about 10 times, I guess.
I saw them open for Guns N' Roses
That's cool.
at the Richfield Coliseum. No longer there, kiddies, but it was a place to be back in the day.
I hear so many stories about that place.
Yeah. It was a huge place. All right, so Faster Pussycat defined the grit and swagger of the 1980s Sunset Strip rock scene. Rising out of Hollywood with a distinct blend of glam, punk, and sleaze rock, the band traded the polished pop metal formula for a raw, street-level edge. This segment, which will be documentary style, tracks their explosive rise, internal friction, and lasting cult legacy.
So Hollywood, 1985. The Sunset Strip is a neon-soaked jungle of hairspray, leather, and loud guitars, while bands like Poison are polishing their pop metal hooks to absolute perfection. A different kind of animal is lurking in the shadows of the Viper Room and the Whiskey A Go-Go. They aren't pretty, they aren't clean, and they smell like stale cigarettes and cheap bourbon.
True.
No, it's like legit, the whole saying, the sex, drug, rock and roll saying, like that's like literally them. And even Don Jameson's like, I've been on tour with these guys. It's real.
They lived that lifestyle. That was really them. Just like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
They lived their lifestyle too. They weren't fake like maybe Poison.
They still didn't overdo it. Like some of them, like I went, like as long as Faster Pussycat's concerned, you don't really hear much about that. That was just their essence.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right, so formed by frontman Tie Me Down.
Tammy.
Tammy? No, it's Timey. Like tie me down to the
I
bed.
promise you, it's Tammy.
Tie me down.
Oh my God, stop.
We're gonna go back and forth on this. I'm gonna say tie me down. That sounds better than me. Tie me down, baby. And
Or
guitarist
tame me.
Tame me down.
See?
Tie me down's better. And guitarist Greg Steele. The band wants to strip rock and roll back down to its rawest, most dangerous elements. They blend the theatrical swagger of Aerosmith with the jagged, dangerous teeth of the 1970s punk rock, alongside co-founding guitarist Brett Muscat, bassist Eric Stacey, and drummer Mark Michaels. They quickly become the house band for Hollywood's underground elite.
The very first show, Axl Rose was sitting right there in the audience, and the scene was shifting away from that dark goth-influenced underground into something louder and wilder, and they just played what they wanted, and suddenly the whole strip was paying attention. And Tammy even comes back to that, because he
Tammy?
kind of looks like that now. No, his name is Tammy, I promise you.
We'll find out. We're going to find out.
I've only personally talked to the dude a couple of
I'm
times.
going to have to talk to him and slip him a 50. All right, but Faster Pussycat isn't just a band. They are the architects of the entire late 80s Hollywood lifestyle. In 1986, Down pairs with Ricky Rathman to open the Cat House.
Ricky Rackman, I think. Like Rack.
Oh, Rackman, my bad. What did I say?
I don't know if it was
Rathman?
It's like Rackman.
Rothman.
The CHT is like a K.
Rockman.
Rackman.
Rockman. Okay. To open the Cat House, it's a Tuesday night dance club that quickly morphs into the absolute epicenter of sleaze rock.
Which I've met Ricky too. He's really nice and great. I got a Cat House shirt.
I don't know if you guys have realized yet, but I think she's pretty much met every 80s rock star. Pretty much.
Not a lot, not every. I still would have liked to have met some that have passed, and there's still some I'd like to meet that are still here. But no, it's been wonderful. But in 1987, they released their self-titled debut album, Faster Pussycat, featuring gritty anthemic tracks like Bathroom Wall and Cat House, and they hit the road opening for titans like Alice Cooper, David Lee Roth, and Motley Crue. Their cultural footprint is cemented forever when director Penelope Spheeris features them prominently in her legendary documentary, The Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, The Metal Years.
The power of the dark side.
Yeah, I forgot the exact name of it, but yeah, that.
She's jumping all over my script. She's like,
And that was when he was blonde.
are you going to bring up the Western civilization thing? I'm like, it's in the story, damn it.
The blonde Tammy.
Timey.
But they are officially the poster boys for rock and roll, and I can't agree with that.
All right. So by 1989, the band is ready to prove they are more than just a party soundtrack. They released their sophomore record, Wake Me When It's Over, which goes gold. It spawns their biggest radio hit ever with House of Pain, killer song.
Yes.
But unlike the generic power ballads dominating MTV, this song carries a deep emotional scar.
The success is intoxicating, but the clock is ticking. By the time they release their experimental third album, Whipped, in 1992, which one of my favorite songs is on that, and I don't even think I can say the name on
That was a great album.
Jack the Bee. I love that song. But the musical landscape is fracturing. Grunge is exploding out of Seattle and trading Hollywood's leather and glam for flannel and angst.
Yep. Killed a lot of rock bands.
But he went back to his goth thing not too long after that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their inner joints of Faster Pussycat are also grinding to a halt. Tensions over creative direction, shifting taste, and grueling toll of the road led to a bitter, silent collapse in 1993. The original lineup completely disbands.
Greg Steele looks a lot like Satchel from Steel Panther. For those of you who know, like, what they both look like, Like, it looks like a spitting image of Satchel on the cover of the first album.
True. You can't deny that. They're like doppelgangers.
Yeah, exactly. Like the same hair.
All right, so for years, drama and trademark disputes plagued the original members. Yet against all odds, Faster Pussycat endures. Down continues to steer the ship, touring relentlessly, signing new record deals, and even navigating major personal hurdles, including embracing sobriety to write the new music like a ghost. And that's when he kind of went back to his roots and started doing some more of the goth stuff.
Okay. So Faster Pussycat proved that real rock and roll isn't about being perfect. It's about the grit, attitude, and willingness to lay your rawest emotions out on the bathroom wall.
Yep. Pussy, pussy.
I love that.
Pussycat. And that's Faster Pussycat, baby. All right, motherfuckers. I got 2 in a row for you. I'm sorry. We're going to do 3 in a row. We're going to do The Rising Fall, but then we're going to play Darren Ironside, the guy from the United Kingdom, with 2 brand new songs back to back.
Nice.
Cool?
Okay, cool.
All right. Rising Fall. This
Looks
is
like there's
Countess.
Oh, never mind. It looks like there's 3, but there's 2.
Yeah, I know that threw me off too when I first read it. We'll be right back.
All I
Projection molded version of yourself. You're craving attention, feed up the clicks. Fake ass rage bait, making us sick. Watch the burn. Watch the burn. Synthetic, prophetic, reptile cold. Low res, high left, body and soul. Battle on the airwaves, glitter in the cracks. Building up a kingdom, money cul-de-sac. Watch it burn. 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 Fire in the sky, plan the stars to burn. Now the walls come to you. Hunting you down every day and night. Feasting your flesh, they will strike. Judgment day comes for all to see. Now they've come for humanity. World on the brink, the start of collapse. A loss of the space, there's no going back. Planets collide, the stars will burn. Planets collide, the stars will burn. Planets collide, the stars will burn. Fire in the sky, planet stars to burn. Now the walls come to you. Hunting you down every day and night. Feasting your flesh, they will strike. All for the sake of the greed of the view. Cost of the earth, taken they use. Money over moles, a lesson to learn. Ravaged by greed, humanity burns. Our beast learn, go on the attack. Finish off humanity, there's no coming back. Planetary alignment, house on the moon. Now it's the walls that come from you. Planets collide, the stars will burn. 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 Stars will there's no going back, back.
Robin, I think this deserves this.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Hell yeah. 3 great songs in a row. We kicked it off with The Rising Fall, with The Countess, and then we did Darren Ironside, we did Planets Collide, and then we did his brand new song, Witches of Essex. Guys, go check him out. He's on YouTube. He has a new album. I believe it's called The Nothing. He's releasing tracks all the time. He's got new stuff coming up. Check him out. He's from the United Kingdom.
Awesome.
He's a pretty cool dude. Talk to him a lot.
Cool.
So that's what's going on. All right, guys, we're going to do horror metal. Are you excited about this one?
Yes.
All right. You're going to dig this.
I have Nosferatu right here. I'm ready.
Nice. I like that.
Did I ever show you that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't
usually
seen all
wear
your
long
tattoos.
sleeve. But yeah, Nosferatu. With
I love
Judas
it.
Priest lyrics.
It's very well done.
I love it. That's actually...
The shading is excellent.
Actually, I have to plug it really quick. Craig Martini's brother is a tattoo artist, and that's who did this, Mike Martini. He did this at Square City Tattoos in Chard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. It's good lines and good shading.
I don't know. Can you
And
see
it's
it?
cool. Nosferatu.
Yep.
The vampire god. All right, here we go. Horror metal. You spent your whole life running from things that crawl in the dark. You thought that daylight would save you, but the sun has set and the shadows have teeth.
Now, horror metal is a thematic umbrella term rather than a singular, strictly defined musical subgenre. It describes heavy metal music heavily influenced by horror cinema, gothic literature, true crime, and the occult. So bands categorized under horror metal pull from multiple heavy metal sonic landscapes, such as industrial, death, symphonic, or thrash metal, but unify their art around distinct horror aesthetics, theatrical stage play, and narrative storytelling kind of concepts. And the musical styles and sonic variants, really, while any heavy metal band can write a song about monsters, true horror metal incorporates the genre's structural and atmospheric tropes directly into the music. And many horror metal groups use orchestral elements and eerie organ tones. Man, even like Iron Maiden does.
Yeah.
Church bells and synthesizers to craft an ominous cinematic landscape that sounds like a movie score.
Right.
And the subset of the genre fuses grinding heavy metal riffs with aggressive electronic rhythms, vocal samples from classic horror cinema, and heavily distorted production. And subgenres like death metal and grindcore lean heavily into the auditory equivalents of slasher and body horror. And I mean, like Dream Warriors by Dokken and like The Man Behind the Mask by Alice Cooper, like actually being part of the horror movie.
Right. I love all that. The aesthetics of all that is so cool. It's very goth-like, but more metal.
Yeah, like when it's just like a perfect blend of the two. And then they utilize guttural vocals, complex time signatures, and jarring dissonant chord progressions to induce genuine panic or claustrophobia.
Yeah.
Or whatever your fear is.
Yeah, it's very cool. I love the sound effects that they use in the beginning. We were talking about that with 7 Days a Minute last night on the song I'm Okay.
Which sound effect?
Remember it was the children crying or screaming in the background?
Oh, man.
And then I don't know if that was synthesizer or what, 7 Days a Minute, but that was really cool. It set the tone of the song. And so I love that with horror metal.
I mean, even if like bands kind of dive into that, like Crazy Licks, but they have a song called "Children of the Cross" where it's just like, man, like that song's amazing. It has elements like that, like a woman screaming.
It reminds me of like Pantera Cemetery Gates too. It had that ominous feeling. All right, so prominent pioneers in contemporary bands, the intersection of metal and horror spans decades, involving from campy rock theatrics to brutal musical concept albums. Death SS, formed in 1977, this Italian band pioneered horror rock and early heavy metal by dressing up as classic monsters, a vampire, a werewolf, a mummy, and a zombie, and a phantom. and performing with real cemetery props.
I
Cool.
absolutely love that.
I
You know,
love
at
that too.
Universal Studios theme park, they have a Beetlejuice, like, 80s themed rock thing where it's like the Universal horror monster. It's like
That sounds
Frankenstein.
awesome.
Dude, I was blowing. It was like blowing my mind. I was a teenager when I went.
That
I'm like,
sounds
I love
awesome.
Beetlejuice.
All right, so you're gonna dig this.
I've seen this band a couple of times live, I think.
Yeah, this band is super cool. I remember in probably a year after my graduation, I started listening to them, and his vocal range is outrageous.
Absolutely operatic,
Yeah.
theatrical, exquisite.
His range is amazing. We're talking about King Diamond, Merciful Fate. The legendary Danish vocalist revolutionized the genre by writing full-length, concept-driven horror stories complete with falsetto shrieks, theatrical stage sets, and satanic imagery.
Shout out to the album Abigail, because
Oh, yeah.
I got to see him a couple years ago, maybe like 10 years ago now, but like it was recent-ish, where he did the entire album of Abigail in its entirety, and that stage show is amazing. Like, very Alice Cooper-y.
That album is beyond.
Has like
That's Operation Mindcrime status. It's just...
the stage show, it has like where they're like going up these stairs, she falls down, like it's crazy. Awesome.
So Ice Nine Kills is a massive contemporary name in the scene, known for metalcore. Albums entirely dedicated to classic horror cinema, adapting films like The Shining, It, and Psycho into sweeping cinematic tracks.
That's awesome.
That's super cool. I do that on my stuff, as I love all that weird stuff. I do weird circus music and stuff in the middle of songs. I'll have to play one of ours one time. One of mine, I'm sorry.
That sounds awesome, because I love Phantom of the Opera, and there's like the whole thing of like him possibly being a previous circus freak and stuff. So I have the heart for those, black sheep.
Yeah. All right, Carcass and Cannibal Corpse, early heavyweights that anchored the gore horror connection. Carcass introduced grotesque medical textbook lyricism, while Cannibal Corpse mirrored the unyielding shock value of the 1980s slasher films. That's cool, too.
I mean, their album covers always are like half blacked out with the parental advisory and like covered up and stuff like that. Like
Grotesque medical
a
textbook.
porn movie. Like,
This is grotesque. That's a strong word, man. All right.
yeah.
Yeah. I like this band. I dig it. They're a little more gothy metal than they are horror metal. Motionless in White, mixing gothic metal, industrial rock, and metalcore. This band weaves visual and lyrical nods to vintage horror icons and modern thrillers into a highly energetic electronic tinged sound.
It kind of remind me of like The Crow.
Yeah. I agree with that. I see that. The videos are scary. Yeah, they are.
Like just
That's the whole idea.
I mean, like that whole like revenge for love thing and stuff too. That's
Yeah.
very gothic, like romance.
Macabre. Have you heard the band Macabre?
No,
Macabre.
but I know that. Yeah, macabre. That's a fun word.
This is self-described as murder metal. This band blends thrash and death metal to focus strictly on true crime, writing dark, often unsettling, biographical songs about history's most notorious serial killers. And Janine Spring, you would love that. True crime.
Like, the only concern is like what the lyrics actually say. Like, it shouldn't be glorifying them or being like they did so awesome. Maybe just talk about how much of a POS they are.
Like, BTK really slayed it.
Yeah, like I'm wary about how I feel about it without knowing the lyrics.
Hitler was a sensitive man.
I'm open, but I'm always
Hitler was
having
a sensitive man was deicide,
dude.
by the way.
Back in high school, I tried to say that Hitler wasn't what people thought, and he was like forced to marry, like have a wife and stuff like that. And they were like, "Whoa, what are you going down?" I'm like, "That's how I knew I was a conspiracy theorist."
Yeah, because everybody are sheep, and they're just like, "Oh wait, hold on, Robin. Here goes
I was
Robin."
at a Christian school too, but
That probably didn't help. Whatever. That's how
That's why I don't
revolutionists
feel
become
comfortable in
what
church.
they
I
are.
could just never ask questions. You know, I have logical questions.
That's how you become an outlaw. Goddamn gang member.
Well, as Jesus said, it's not the healthy that need a doctor.
All right. Common lyrical themes and visual tropes. Horror metal depends just as much on visual presentation and conceptual execution as it does on down-tuned guitars.
And songs or entire concept albums written as a direct love letters to B-movies, vintage slasher flicks, or psychological horror franchises. Think Rob Zombie here.
Yeah.
Artists frequently wear elaborate masks, corpse paint, or prosthetics, or monster attire to assume distinct horror personas on stage. Shout out Ghost, still one of my favorite bands. I love them since
I love
their second
Ghost.
album. Oh my
Beelzebub.
I think it was 2013. I saw them at Rock on the Range, and I heard them. I didn't even see them. I was like, "Who's this band? They sound amazing." But the shock value,
Lucifer.
exactly, like a shock thing. That was like a whole shock rock.
You're
thing,
zero,
like Alice
man.
Cooper. That
first-
was one of the songs they played. That was like a new song at that time because that album just came out.
First time I heard that song, and it's that chorus, and what does he start off as? Is it Beelzebub he starts with? Beelzebub, Soctimus, Lucifer. And he does it like 2 times, and then the song starts. I'm like,
I think it's
is awesome.
Belial. Belial.
I don't think it's Belial.
I don't know, but I know that's one of them. There's 6 of the ones that he says.
Well, Ghost is awesome, and they wear the masks, and they do all kinds of cool stuff.
And
Please
I've
continue.
met Tobias. He loves Alice Cooper. All those bands had a Turbo shirt on. I was very proud of him for
Are you
it.
sure it's pronounced Tobias? I'm just fucking with you.
Well, I will
I was
say.
fucking around.
No, I will say in Sweden they actually pronounce it Tobias.
Tobias.
Yeah.
Tobias. That was the word.
So shock value writing that describes visceral violence, supernatural entity summonings, or macabre medical procedures, and incorporating the ghost stories from the occult and folklore, local cryptids, witchcraft, demonic lore to build that authentic feeling of dread or ritualism. Yeah, I remember. I think I asked you, have you seen Lords of Salem by Rob Zombie? There's like this record that plays, and it's really disturbing when you're like listening to the music. Like it is like disturbing your soul a bit.
Well, now I want to hear it. You know
There's
who
a
else?
clip on YouTube, I'm sure.
Marilyn Manson kind of fits this as well, especially the first album.
Well, the first album has 3 different things about, children on there that if you really look at the album,
Yeah, true.
the song title, like look at it, see what I mean, read the lyrics, see what I mean.
Well,
That
I've
was
heard
the first album.
I've heard some weird stuff about Marilyn Manson, how he has 2 personalities, where one personality allegedly he's throwing stuff around, he's a super narcissist, and all of a sudden he has an interview and it just goes down, he's just his normal self, and then he goes back to being an
The
asshole
name
again.
of the album is something called with like PDF dreams.
Yeah.
For real. Like that's I'm
Well, they-
just trying
they
to
do
say
that-
the name of it and I can't, but
They
that's
have
what it is.
They have a song called Cake and Sodomy.
There's one name too with like a Steven or something like that.
Then they got that other song called Fuck Frankie. One of
Yeah,
the
that's
weirdest
what it
things.
is. Yeah.
Fuck Frankie,
The
yeah.
name. Yeah.
Marilyn Manson, weird fucking dude. All right, we're going to play some music that was horror rock. I hope you guys learned something. I know I did. King Diamond's kick ass. That's all you need to know.
Oh yeah. See him if you can too live. I know he's a back and forth with touring, but
I have him in the
Incredible
news,
show.
so you're going to hear about his brand new guitar player.
okay, cool. Yeah. See him if you can.
All right, we're going to be getting ready for Craig Martini to come up. I have 2 songs in a row by 7 days a minute, and we'll be right back, peeps.
Awesome.
Girl, I've seen you laughing in the pouring rain, time and time again. When I call your name, take my hand, my heaven still remains. Biting me, I can see, I can see your fate. Kissing you, I can prove there's a my head right at dying. Love me, love you, my love. So true when the sun won't shine. Sing swell right at dying. When the mountains fall, when the sun won't shine. When the mountains fall, when the sun won't shine. I'm watching myself in the mirror. I call to myself, talk to myself, can't hear myself till I scream. There's pain and there's violence. I'm crying in silence, wearing masks to hide the real. And I feel the deception. I know your intentions were good. It's the mindful past for me. Now keep praying every day for pain and smiles to feel I said the truth aside. Live your life, the words aside. I'm the keep I'm not okay. I'm still living in a nightmare. A place to keep you safe from me. The prison doors, they cloud my visions. They never open up for me.
Hi, this is Jeff James.
And this is
All right. I love it. All right.
There you go.
From the bands of G3, Paul Gilbert, the Altar Boys. Who else?
Well, Phil Collen is one of my
Phil
favorites.
Collen. Please welcome to the show, Craig Martini, bassist extraordinaire.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, Craig.
Can you hear me
Fantastic.
okay?
Can hear you perfectly.
All right, I did a little setup with this little Scarlett thing here, little microphone.
Man, you and Mike have the same hair. Oh my god.
It's true. Only when I let it grow, though. Like, for the longest time, I had my hair super short,
Yeah.
and I got really sick for a while there. I don't know if you remember all that, but I really couldn't. I always cut my own hair, and so I couldn't keep up on it, and started growing a little bit. And my wife was like, "Hey, I kind of like your hair looking like that," and I was like, "Well, I'll just let it go." And so here it is. It's just growing, and I'm probably never cutting it again. It's just easier.
Well, you look fantastic.
Well, thanks for that, Jeff. I appreciate that.
No problem, man.
So I guess first, what led you to bass? Were there other instruments you tried first, or you wanted
No,
to?
this is simple answer. My brother Mike, actually, you're going to like this one, Robin, because of the Def Leppard connection to this. My brother Mike, he was in school, and they were doing an air guitar contest, and he came home with like the songs that they were going to be doing this air guitar thing to, and one of them was, of course, it was the album Pyromania, and he comes home with that, and I'm like, didn't know anything about it. I was like 8 or 9 years old, and all of a sudden he's gonna do that, and then he's like, maybe it would be cool to just like learn how to play like real guitar. So then we started looking in like Sears catalogs and stuff like that, and I was like, well, I want to play something too, but I don't want to play the same thing as Mike, So I asked my mom, like, what could I do that'd be cool? And she's like, oh, you don't know a bassist? I'm like, no. And I always thought it was like one of those the big upright.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really want to play that. She goes, no, they have one that looks like kind of like a guitar, but it's just 4 strings. So I saw that, and I was like, okay, that's what I want. And so we begged her for this stuff. My brother Steve played drums too, so we all like went in the Sears catalog, the Wish book, and like found the guitar Mike wanted, and I found the bass I wanted, and Steve found these drums, and so we like asked forever and ever, and then finally I don't know, it was probably 6 months, and all of a sudden the stuff showed up, and it was like, oh, it's the coolest thing ever, and of course then you take it out of the box and you can't play anything at all. And you're like, what am I going to do now? And so it sat aside for a little bit, until I don't know, I was like 11, and Mike then again came home from school and was like, hey, I got this guy I met in school, he plays guitar, and this other guy sings, and we need a bass player, you got to play. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I just started really getting into it then, once I was like 11 years old, then I just played bass and sang. And I started singing too at a pretty young age. I was always sort of timid to sing in front of people until I got around a couple of guys that really encouraged me to sing, because it's probably one of the best things you can do if you're going to be a bass player and you want to work and play in a lot of bands and be valuable, is to be able to play the bass and sing at the same time. That's kind of a trick. So learning that was a big smart thing to do. And there's just, I don't know, I've just been really fortunate with the gigs I've had. I've just been maybe in the right place at the right time, and then done the right things with the opportunities, I guess.
That's very cool. Hey, have you ever heard of those Kiss air guitar strings that you can buy?
Yeah. It's a great profit margin, I heard.
Yeah, $9.95 a bag of air.
Like I said, it's a great profit margin. He's only paying for packaging.
Yeah.
What's real expensive is the Kiss casket.
What?
There's a casket you can buy with Kiss logos all over it to be buried in.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, we
Wow.
did strange merchandise one time, and Kiss is up there.
That's
Did
the.
you guys end up having that band then?
Oh yeah. It was called Outrage.
Outrage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you play with the bands like Out of the Blue? What was the Cleveland music scene at that time?
So those guys that I was talking about that encouraged me to sing were Mike and CJ Zuter, and that was the Out of the Blue guys. And so they were childhood friends of mine. I've known them since I was little, and they always wanted me to hang around and play with them and stuff, because I was this little kid around those guys who were a lot older than me, and eventually I started to play with them, and all their music has giant, beautiful harmonies in it. Stuff. So we're gonna play in this band, you have to deal with some stuff. And so that was my real encouragement to learn to sing really well. Those guys really helped me with that.
That's awesome.
I saw Out of the Blue.
That's awesome. Yeah, I liked the suitors and the martinis. Like people would say, that's like the three of you brothers. Or
You guys
something.
played
Great.
Flash Gordon.
Oh, Flash Gordon's, and like a lot of times the Akron Agora was that was kind of the big gig for them.
And in the flats, there was like Rum Runners, something like that.
It was actually Peabody's
Okay.
in the flats at the time, and then there was
Right.
another place down there called Silky Sullivan's, and a couple of other little bars that people would play in. But mostly, when Out of the Blue was pretty successful, they were playing at the Akron Agora and the Cleveland Cafe all the time.
Yeah, real cool.
Okay, yeah, I do remember hearing that. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
And like, what led you to Vegas? Because I know that you were there for quite a while.
So same guys actually. We got an opportunity to record an album with that band. It was Mike, CJ, myself, and a guy named Johnny Fedovich on drums. And the guys were, they had gotten a record deal from JVC in Japan, and it was actually facilitated by Paul Gilbert from Mr. Big. Mike and CJ actually went to the NAMM show and gave him a tape, and he actually listened to it and was like, "Oh my God, this is really good, Beatles harmonies." And so he handed it off to his record label, and they liked it and gave those guys a deal. And so part of the deal was that the recording needed to be done at Paul Gilbert's house in Las Vegas, where he had a studio that he was just trying to get off the ground and stuff, and we were going to be the first band in there, I guess. And actually, I had nothing to do with it at the time, so I can't say anything about it. But they were about to leave to go embark on this. We were going to be there for like a month and record, through the month in Vegas. And they called me, I think it was the night before, maybe 2 nights before. I was really super sick. And they're like, "Hey, man, we're going to go record this album in Vegas with Paul Gilbert, and our bass player, something happened, he can't make it, whatever. And we want to know if you want to go with us." And I'm like, "Well, of course I want to go." But I was like, pretty sick. And I was like, "You know what? I think I'm going to just get through it. So sure, I'll go." And so we went and did that and recorded that album. We call it the Cheeseburger record. It's not really called anything, but like on the album, there's literally like a cheeseburger with a bite out of it thrown on the ground. And that's the album cover. And we did not choose that. We had absolutely no say in any of it. It's just, that's what
The artist is like, "Trust me."
It was JVC's vision, and that's what they did. And I can't really say anything because really, like I said, I was really kind of hired to just play bass on that. Mm-hmm. I wasn't in their band or anything at the time. It was just their bass player kind of left them. They couldn't do it, and so I went and did it. And then afterwards, I didn't end up being in their band or anything like that. They just went on and kept doing their thing. Yeah. And then they were out while they were I don't know. They went out to California, and when they came back, they had seen like this band called the Boogie Nights, and they were like, "This is a great idea to make money, and we could just play these shows, cover shows, and then also be able to play our original band and move out of Cleveland to do it." And so that's what they did. They went out and they went to Vegas first and established some gigs with their disco band. And a while after they were there, they asked if I wanted to come out, and I was like, "You know what? It's about time to get out of a house." I think I was 23. I was working at Drug Mart, this receiver. And I was playing in my band Unified Culture, which was always awesome, but I was getting to the point where it's like, man, Jason had that huge deal with Mushroom Head and Universal, and so their band was kind of doing their thing, and Unified Culture's singer was basically going to be really busy. So I was like, all right. I went out to Vegas, and man, I was out there for the longest time. It was great. I met tons of people. I got to tour with really amazing artists, and it was worth going. And at times I still miss Vegas, but I think it's run its course for me.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, I've been there multiple times. I absolutely love Vegas as a city, but it's always lit up.
Oh yeah, well it's that, and it's just, I don't know. It's it's just a 365 days a year turnover of
24/7.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just same. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just
You can start a gig at 3 a.m. there,
Right.
and it's completely normal.
it's true, and then you play all night long, and
Yep.
it's a very strange schedule. And at times it was great because I could work anytime I wanted to in town, and then I would leave and go on tour. And it was easy to find someone to cover my gig for me. Everybody wants a gig, so it's like, hey, I'm going to be gone for 2 months. You want to cover this? No problem. That was always easy.
Okay.
And so it was a great city to live in, to be a touring side guy, hired side guy, to be able to just leave and tour and come back and still work. That was pretty great.
That's awesome.
I love Vegas. I was there like 2.5 years ago. I had a ball, but you're right. It's constant, man.
Yep. And so after being there for a really long time, it was kind of like deciding, what to do. But I had some health problems and stuff, and actually some really bad health problems. And I went to the hospital a bunch of times, and they were like, you know what? We don't really have anybody here who can help you with this situation. It's pretty complicated. And so I ended up going to the Cleveland Clinic and having it dealt with. And I'm actually in like medical textbooks because of this thing that I had to go through. It was a good, I'd say 10 years of surgeries and stuff. The last one I had was in 2021, I think, for the major stuff. Had a couple since then just to tighten up some hernias and stuff like that. But all the major stuff inside was dealt with at the Cleveland Clinic. And man, it was, I was born with a condition called intestinal malrotation. And I didn't really know I had it until I was in my 30s. And then I was just like super sick all the time. And boy, oh boy, that went down the wrong road for quite a while until, like I said, in 2021 was like the final surgery to sort of get me straightened out. And I still have my days. I'm lucky to be here. So, that's what brought me back to Ohio, actually, was all that stuff. And I've been here for like 10 years, almost 11 now. But it's home. It's always been.
Yeah, me too.
I remember when you first came back, that's when I think I first met you. And I remember the different times, but always prayed for you every time.
I always appreciate that, because that's how you get through. This is not as much as we rely on our doctors to do the right things, and then that's really hard too. But then you have to rely on yourself to stay strong and get through this stuff too. But like ultimately, it's not in our hands or the doctor's hands or anybody's hands. It's in God's hands. And if it's time for me to still be here, I'm still here. And I have this tattoo that says that. I don't know if you can see it. It says "Still Here."
I see it.
Because truly, it's sort of a miraculous thing that I made it through all that stuff. And there was times it's like I don't even know how, but of course it's not in your hands. And so here I am because of it. And I was at times like, okay, I'm ready to go if that's it. Because I've done tons of great stuff and my life's been really fun. But I was really sick, and that to the point where I was like, I think if it's it's 130 pounds. I'm 6'1". It's like really tiny. And so I thought, well, if it's time to go, God's going to take me. And I basically just said, and it was like a couple of different times throughout all that stuff that I went and basically said that very thing. Like, God, if it's time, that's fine. I'm good. And then like this miraculous breath of energy would come, like within, I don't know, 5-10 minutes of me really just succumbing to it and surrendering. And all of a sudden it's like, I'm a little bit better. And I'm all right. I can make it another 5 minutes. I can make it another 10 minutes. And it literally was to something like that, where I would just watch and count minutes and just go, okay, if I can make it to that, I can make it to that. And you put 1 minute next to the other, next it's an hour, next it's a day, and it's a week, a month, a year. And here you are all this time later, and you survive something that you can't believe ever even happened.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
God bless you on that.
Thank you.
You have a question?
Yeah, I have a question. I have to ask you this one.
Sure.
G3, you played with some major players. Phil Collen,
Yeah.
Trucci, Steve Vai.
Okay, so
like?
let me back up on that. So the G3 tour that I did, I played bass for Phil Collen. Brian Beller played bass for Joe Satriani, and David LaRue played bass for John Petrucci on that tour. So it was two of my like bass heroes too. Like David LaRue, I watched him since I was a kid. He was one of my favorites. He was in the Steve Morse band. I mean, just Dixie Dregs, great, amazing bass player. And so to go on tour with and be around him and just like watch him throughout the tour was like super awesome. But the G4 stuff that I did, was Joe did a camp. And what the camp is that he'd have like G4, 4 guitar players. So it was a couple of different years I did it. The first one was, it was Joe, of course. And then it was Mike Keneally, who was in Joe's band at the time, but he also was in Frank Zappa's band back in the days, like a crazy keyboard player and guitar player. Amazing. And Andy Timmons.
Okay, from Danger, right?
Yep. And who was just a mind-blowing guitar player, and Paul Gilbert. So that was the first G4 that I did, and I actually played bass for all of those guys on that one. So that was a super cool thing to play with, Andy and Paul. I'd played with a lot because I'd done a lot of touring with him and stuff. But I got to play with Mike Keneally, which was like one of the most insane musical adventures of my life, learning his music. And if you ever get a chance to listen to Mike Keneally, his album Beer for Dolphins, it's nuts. It's like crazy time signatures going all over the place. And then at one point in time in the night, I remember looking over and he's playing a guitar solo with his left hand, and he's playing the unison solo with his right hand on a keyboard at the same time. It's just like, I don't even, it just blew my mind. He's incredible. And then I did another G4 as well, and that one was where I met Phil Collen from Def Leppard. He was one of the guys on it. Warren D. Martini from Rat was the other guy, and then of course it was Joe Satriani and then Paul Gilbert again. And on that G4, when Phil comes walking in and we're like rehearsing, me and Paul and Jeff Bowders, the drummer for Paul's band, and we see Phil walking in and Helen, his wife, and we're just like, all of us we almost like we can't play the instruments anymore now because like there's this guy's a hero to us, like, oh my gosh, like that. I mean, literally since we were starting music, like my brother came home with the Pyromania album, was the very first thing, and that's where I started with this at 8 years old. It's like, oh my gosh, there's the guy, and he's the nicest person in the world. He walks in, hello, and his wife Helen, hi guys, and we're like, wow, how cool. And Paul's standing with his guitar. He's got his Iceman, it's called, which is like an upside down. It's called the Fireman. It's an upside down Iceman. Anyways, he's playing. He goes, Phil, is this right? And he's like, he's like trying to play Photograph, the intro of it. And Phil's like, almost. And, Paul takes his guitar off and hands it down to Phil. He's like standing on the floor. And Phil's like, all right. And he's just like, he plays it. And of course he plays it. And it's like, we're all just like goosebumps. Like, Def Leppard, the real sound, man. Holy crap. And yeah, it was like, it's really kind of unbelievable that those sort of things when they happen, and then then it's like, okay, well, I'm meeting him now, but like I have to play, I'm going to play a whole show with him, and we're going to rehearse and all this stuff, and it's like that breaking of ice of him walking in and being just the most friendly person, and then like Paul, of course, being Paul, he's excited, and so he hands his guitar to him, and it's like the whole thing was just like, it was so cool because it was just like buddies right off the bat, and so Phil and I really got on very well. Our playing styles, we liked playing together and stuff. And I remember being home for a very short time after G4, and Phil getting a hold of me and asking me if I could come and do the G3 tour, which was the one with the other guys that I was just talking about. It's like, oh man, yeah, awesome. So that just kept on going from there. And yeah, we still do stuff together, and I talk to him a lot. So Phil's a good friend.
I have another question for you. Your song, Don't Add Me, the bass on it is, first off, the bass is extraordinary.
Oh, thank you.
It's freaking amazing. Did you come up with that like funky groove on the bass, was that from like your Boogie Nights stuff?
No, actually, I used to be in this band called Unified Culture. I don't know if you've ever heard of that band, but it was one of my first bands in Cleveland that I did. And I had Jason, who was the singer. He ended up being in Mushroomhead, like I said earlier, but it was like we were doing like this rap funk thing, like way before, Limp Bizkit and Rage Against the Machine and all that stuff ever came out. It was crazy because I met Jason outside of a rehearsal space at like Billy Morris's, like he had like a studio in Parma, and I went there with the Zooter guys, and I'm walking up and I see this kid sitting on the hood of a car, and it's Jason. I'd never met him before, and he's like, "Hey man," and he had known me because I was in this band called Terror, which is like a death metal band, and he was a fan, and he knew who I was and stuff, and he goes, "Hey man, you're Craig," and I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "Hey, I'm Jay," and it's like, "Oh, cool," and like, "What do you do?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm actually starting this like music thing," and so it's like, "Really? Let me check it out." And so he had like a cassette tape, had 3 songs on it, and I was like, this is exactly what I want to do, like, because like the bass was kind of funky, and like he was rapping, and it was like totally different than anything. It was like 1991, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. So we, got along really good, and so we started getting it, and like I was super into like, so like my mom, like I said, she's the one that introduced me to bass, and she went on the radio and like found songs that would have like these funky bass parts on it and show it to me. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's a cool instrument. And so when I started doing this funk thing with Jason, I got deeper and deeper into like all these different funk players and stuff like that. And so I spent a lot of my time playing bass like that, like learning all of that kind of stuff because I loved it so much. It was like an extension of what I thought bass ever was. Like bass is cool stuff, but all of a sudden, the guy who really turned me on to that kind of like slap bass and stuff like that was a guy named Larry Graham. I saw him on a program called Rock School when I was like 11 maybe. And I was getting into bass. I was trying to learn how to play as much as I could and practicing all the time. And this show came on. It was on PBS. And it was Herbie Hancock. And he had these like 3 musicians. One was a woman guitar player. One was this dude bass player, and then another dude on drums. And they were like from Britain or something like that. And they all had pretty thick accents and stuff. And they would talk about the instruments, and me and my brothers would watch it and everything like that. And then they would have like the pros come on, and they would show like, how do you play this or that. And the funk one came on, and Larry Graham was on there. And Larry Graham's like talking, and I'm like watching and waiting, and he's talking about, keeping it simple and blah, blah, blah. And he said Nile Rodgers behind him on guitar, and he's like, hey, I'll play something complicated on the guitar. And so he starts playing this funky guitar riff, and Larry Graham just boom, boom, plays this really simple like bass line through it. It's like, oh, that's cool, And it was like the sound of it really kind of caught my ear. So I'm like, what's next? He goes, okay, so, but on the other hand, if I play something complicated, and then he went into like this thing, like, and to me at the time it sounded like there was other people playing because it was so much bass notes all at the same time, and it blew me away. And so from then on, that was like my thing. I wanted to learn to play like that. And so when I get a chance to interject that type of thing, it ends up in a song like in Don't Add Me.
It's so percussive, like drums almost.
Right. It's a wait.
Oh, awesome.
We happen to have a bass here.
This will be a first for you out there, peeps. All the listeners out there.
Can you hear that? So that. So
awesome.
That's it, man. So that's the sort of the technique of that.
I love that, man. That's killer. And guys out there, I've only played Don't Add Me a couple times. I can't wait to play it. That's what I'm going to play tonight because
Awesome.
I told Robin the bass is Bizarre.
It's
I
totally
appreciate that.
showcasing you on that song. All the ones
Yeah.
you sent so far, and then I sent him like the other one, but
So
yeah.
my newest song, "Cheers Before We Go," it's a really I wrote it about it sounds like I'm cheers, let's drink and go out and party, but it's really not what it's about. It's life is to me every day it's a series of adventures, and so whatever it happens to be adventure wise or whatever you're going to do for the day, cheers before you go. Make sure you say goodbye to all your people, and till next time. Not goodbye, but like cheers, see you, because, let's face it, you see somebody one day and suddenly you don't see them again. And you don't know why, what happened, like that. Life is very strange and short and crazy stuff comes up. So that song is really about just like live your life as an adventure, and every new thing, everything that falls apart, something new will come along. Just, that's basically what it's all about. But at the same time, I think it also doubles as, a pregame song, like if everybody's going to be out drinking, or it's a really good song for having fun too. And so, I don't know, dig into that one too if you get a chance, because that's a pretty cool tune.
Try to do that next week then for sure.
We could do it tomorrow.
This coming week, yeah.
We could do it tomorrow as well.
We have
And then
Brad's-
I sent you, I know that the link expired, but I sent you my album Thought of Everything. It's got like 12 songs on it, and I'll resend it for you guys so you can get it. And there's a bunch
Okay.
of songs
If
on
you
there
do
you might
that
like too.
tonight, I'll get it to him tonight.
Yeah, I'll send it off again, no worries. But I really appreciate you guys having me on here. It's really cool. This is a great show.
Of course. So, are you doing anything particular right now? What's coming for you in the future currently?
Actually, I'm playing Friday, August 7th in Lorraine at a place called Trent's Joint on the River.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of stoked about it because it's like an outdoor thing, and it's like the river is literally right behind the stage, and that's always a cool setting, and so that's coming up on this weekend. Actually, what's today? Saturday? Yeah, so next week, Friday.
Yeah, coming.
Next Friday. Huh?
Yep.
Cool. Go check it out, guys. They're in the area.
Yep. So that's coming up, and then of course I'm always writing new material. I'm selective about the releasing of stuff anymore because I will release more stuff when I feel the timing is right. But like, no offense to anyone who's interested in AI music, but the just glut of songs that are just being puked into the Spotify algorithm at this point is just like, it's mind blowing. And so I'm kind of like, I'm going to wait until this thing sort of settles down a little bit before I start getting too excited about putting songs out right this minute, since there's like 100,000 songs uploaded to Spotify every day.
That's right. Hey,
Not just that, I'm sure it's easy to tell some AI between the authentic and what's fake.
you're right.
People can tell.
I would imagine people are starting to catch on to it, but here's the thing, and this is my take on the entire thing in a nutshell. I learned to play an instrument because I wanted to create stuff. I wanted to create songs. I wanted to be a part of some creation that wasn't there before. And to give that away to the computer to make the creation part of it
Yeah.
it's literally the exact opposite of why I want to play music. Like, I don't want someone else to create it. Like, to me, it's like, okay, I'll play in cover bands if I have to because I have to make money, if I have to do it or whatever, but I don't want to do it because someone else did that and I'm happy for them and I want their success to be theirs and mine to be mine, and I don't want anything else making it for me and then somehow appearing that it's just, there's something about it that I really
AI
just
should
can't
be
do.
for the hard labor, not for the creative stuff.
I agree. It's like clerical work, numerical stuff, with this amazing how quickly you
Right.
can go through that. Like, we don't
Yeah,
need that. We don't need to do that with humans anymore. That's great, but get that stuff out of the way and let the humans create stuff, because humans create the coolest stuff.
I think Craig is a great candidate to also have on our Rumble show.
Yeah, I think so too. We're gonna do a show where it's late night, uncensored Saturdays.
Rumble only, so we can say whatever we want. Without
Okay.
You brought up AI. You know what's after AI is going to be robots, and they're going to take over all the construction jobs and all the really hard labor.
Wow. Well, you know what? All of it to me remains to be seen how good it is, and can it really replace anybody? But we'll see. I hope that in the future that people who love those jobs don't get them taken from them.
The roadies will be robots.
Oh,
That's what we got left as Americans
They'll be
after
carrying-
NAFTA.
Carrying like 20 amps on their backs.
I don't want to go on that tour.
It's gonna be like the Terminator. It's gonna be everywhere. Skynet. Hey, I wanted to ask you before we go. When you do record and you record your tunes, are you using Cleveland musicians?
I record everything by myself.
Guitar and drums and all that?
There's no guitar on that stuff.
Very cool.
That's all just bass. Everything all the music that you hear coming from me that I give you is all just my 4-string bass guitar. There's no other instruments besides that. The drums are loops. You make them or find them or whatever, and just like cut and paste stuff and put several loops together. And that's all my percussion stuff is just that. And everything else that you hear on that music is either a bass guitar or my voice. There's no other instruments.
Very cool. That even adds
Mr.
more
Aldo
excitement
Nova
to it.
here.
Yeah, Aldo Nova.
So if if you come to see me play, I use loopers and I record every bit of this music for you right in front of you while I'm going, and then I perform the song. So it usually takes about 1.5 minutes to 2. I record the entire musical track and then I perform it, and I put the background vocals on it and everything. And so, yeah, that's 100% no instruments but that.
You remind me of that guy in Vegas. That's the guitar player that does all the loops too. You know who I'm talking about? Davidas or
Himself.
something like that.
I'm kidding.
Davidas?
Oh, I don't know him. I've been out of Vegas for about 10 years, so I don't know.
I was about to say, are you sure you're not like mistaking it for him?
No, there's a guitar player that does like keyboards, and then he'll hit the drums, and then he'll loop everything, and he just plays like he's a monster guitar player, and he just solos to it. And sometimes he brings up people to sing.
That's the thing. Like, loopers are they're versatile. You can do a ton of different stuff with them depending on how creative you want to get. And there's a restriction in it too, because you only have so much leeway when you're writing a song. So like my looper has 3 different parts I can make, but then I have a second looper that can do 3 more parts. But it's how long does someone want to wait for you to build the song while you're making it? So you have to keep this into consideration while you're writing. How do I make it exciting while I'm building it and while you're watching it? All of a sudden, oh my gosh, whoa, and before you know it, there's like this whole song. Like, how did that happen while he was just playing? And so that part of that element is the tricky part. Like making a loop and then putting some more stuff on it and have it be one part, and then like playing some stuff over the top of it is really fun. And that's how I started with loopers. But to actually write and turn it into arranged songs that like you can repeat and make sense of, that took a lot of doing to sort of figure that out.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I was telling Robin, I play guitar, and that's how I learned to play lead guitar, was through a looper. I would just lay the rhythm guitar track down and just over and over and over again until I got it.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, that's okay. So like, say you play it's like a little 3-chord thing. If you do just what you're talking about, you will literally find every note that works and doesn't work if you just keep on doing it. And it's, maybe you're throwing darts at points because if you don't know what you're doing, you're going, but that's how you learn. And you can hear the way the notes are fitting together with the way that the chords move around, and you can put them in different ways within the chords, and it opens up doors. And so that's literally how I did the same thing. I would be on tour with, God knows who, and I brought this little loop pedal with me. And I always had it. It was just one single loop. But I had that, and I have a little practice amp, and did just what you're talking about, would just like make a loop and then like practice over it and get better and better at learning what you can and can't do. You got to learn what sounds bad before you can.
Yeah, this will make you laugh, but the key of E, blues scale, all day long, all over the fretboard.
Yeah, that's fine. Move it around.
That's how I learned.
That's it. I mean, no, honestly, it's the okay, so if you're doing it in the key of E, of course, you've got the most ability to use the entire guitar because the low E and the high E are the, you're using, so you can use the entire fretboard and learn that. But then when you shift it, it's all you're doing is just shifting that around, and it's like, it's sort of a breakthrough when you figure out the fact that, like, everything sort of repeats itself within the instrument, and then you just have to be creative.
It reminds me of like a puzzle. It's kind of like creating a puzzle, and it's like, I don't
Just finding that answer.
finding that answer exactly right. And what brought me to mind of doing the blues scales in the E is Jimmy Page. He just moves that box all over the place.
It's true, and some of the most iconic songs of back, those Led Zeppelin songs and stuff we call it the box pattern.
Yeah.
Because it's literally that. It's like, and you move it around, and as long as you aren't going just basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, doing that. If you use those patterns, but you don't play them in succession, ascending and descending. Specifically, if you just maybe you're ascending and then you're descending, and you go back and forth between those things, it makes the pentatonic sound a lot more interesting than if you just go do 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 do. And so, like, that's kind of like it's a trick. Jimmy Page was master at it.
Yeah, and those deep bends. Yeah.
Well, he had the bow and all that. So he
I was
great.
about to say the bow.
Oh, yeah. He did a lot of guitar effects too.
I mean,
so.
John Paul Jones knew how many instruments.
John
that
Paul
band-
Jones. Doom doom da doom 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 doom.
What a great
How many more
musician!
times?
What
Yeah.
a great musician! My gosh,
Many instruments.
played keyboards and stuff on organs and everything like that on all the Led Zeppelin stuff. So.
I have to think that like the triangle was included.
It's guaranteed.
All right, Craig. Hey, man, it's been great talking to you
Yeah.
tonight.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll have to have you on our Rumble show. You'll have a lot of fun on there.
It sounds like it. What do you guys do? Touchy topics?
Fringe stuff.
Whatever YouTube
Whatever we
doesn't
want.
like, basically, it's like that's our space to be able to say it on there.
Tell rock stories we're not supposed to talk about on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Nation,
Oh, right. Well, this is really cool what you guys are doing, man. Robin said you guys got some more cool guests coming up and stuff. So Congratulations. Keep on going
Thank you
forwards.
so
And any way I can help, let me know. I'll
Awesome. Well,
All right.
definitely see you again and have a wonderful night. Thanks for talking to us about
thank you guys.
the aspects that you've done musically.
All right, good
well.
night, man, and have a great gig on Friday night.
Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your show. We'll talk soon.
All right,
Thanks,
man. Good
guys.
night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so this is Craig Martini with Don't Add Me, and we'll be right back.
Don't you add me on a group. I said you don't add me on that group. Tick. That thing will ding. I'll hear the lights, I'll hear the loves, I'll hear the exclamation points too. Yeah, you know it's true. I get a bell every 5 seconds. Next I know I'm gonna take that phone. I'm gonna smash it on the floor. Yeah. Woo. I'm gonna smash it on the floor. Yeah. Here I go. Don't you add me to that group chat. I said now don't you add me to that group chat.
I don't wanna hear that bell. No. Just when I started doing well, nah. Been going on for so long, yeah. My battery is getting low. Whoa. If I gotta hear that bell one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind, yeah. I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna smash it on the floor.
as a moonless night, the fates of time sing the song without any warmth or light. Malevolence all around us, instilling fear like a parasite. The hatred you see in the lover's eyes, the anger you feel when you ball to fight. Your soul, hope to rust. The horsemen are the scions, famine, war, plague, and death. Embraces filled with malice, fluid pestilence from her breath. She's a vector of disease and despair, spread like a virus, body and mind. Hatred, fear, hostility and spite, bitterness and pain are the ties that bind. Tragedy of dawn and set on fire. like a virus, body and mind. Hatred, fear, hostility, and spite. Bitterness and pain are the ties that bind. Bitterness and pain are the ties that bind. Bitterness and pain are the ties that bind. Bitterness and pain are the ties that bind.
In the twilight.
In the twilight. You guys see City of Forks? See that?
Yeah, he asked and I passed the test. But I'm not like a huge Twilight fan, but like I liked it. Like I didn't love it. I liked it, you know. Like I love Harry Potter. I love
Yeah.
other
I wasn't a fan of the show either. I liked the aesthetics of it. I liked the music on the show. And I thought the t-shirt that said City of Forks was super cool. And I knew a lot of people wouldn't get it. Very few
Said that
people.
you read the book?
I read some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I thought the books were good. The
I always
storyline on the TV show is kind of hokey, but
I always loved the first part of the
Bella.
first book and then the last
Bella.
part of Eclipse, the third book, the best. I thought those were the best.
all right, guys.
Anyway.
So we kicked it off. Craig Martini, Don't Add Me. All bass and percussion.
Yeah, no guitar.
Man,
I was
I was
like,
blown
yeah,
away by that.
listen to that. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you don't even realize.
you don't, because the song is just moving. You don't even think about it. And the bass just drives that song.
Yeah.
When he picked up the bass and played, I looked at Rob and I'm like, I hear sounds of like Limp
That's
Bizkit and Mighty Boss Tones. And oh, man, it was super cool. Thank you so much, Craig. I love that interview.
Yeah, thank you, Craig. It was so awesome to talk to you again and just get more information about like
Yeah, what he's
some
up
of the
to,
other
and
stuff you
it's great.
were up to. And I mean, I see it's like basically almost anything musical, like Craig will just do it, which is I love that.
It was excellent. I loved it. And I also think another interview that's going to be really cool coming up for us is going to be Mickey Twist. And I see you out there. I just want to say hello to you. All right? Team Edward
Mickey.
Scissorhands.
See, I told you he's known me a long
That's
time.
great.
Yeah, Team Vampire, Team Edward, because that was always her choice. You know what I mean?
Team Edward. Okay. Then we did Decimator with The Gap, which was a heavy tune.
Yeah.
And then Avoid Dead with which Johnny Rocker said sounded like Candlemass. I kind of agree.
No, I love the vibe of that in general, the whole song.
Yeah.
Like the atmosphere, not echoey, I don't know. It was just kind of like
Sweepy.
dense in that
Yeah.
one part of the
Gothic.
song. Like
It was gothic.
you felt like you were like on a strange planet almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tripping through tranquility. All right, guys. This is a segment that I added while I was putting the show together because I came across it and I was like, yeah, I forgot about this and this is super cool. So check this out. You're going to dig this. It's a little conspiracy-like. It gave me a thought about Conspiracy 216, about the song I'm going to play after this. So it's kind of cool. It all goes together. So the CIA in Scorpions, Winds of Change. The popular theory that the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, wrote the Scorpions' 1990 hit, Wind of Change, is a fascinating but unproven conspiracy theory. There is no definitive evidence that the song was a psychological operation. Scorpions frontman Klaus Meine Maine sounds better.
Klaus Meine.
Maine has denied the rumor, calling it crazy but entertaining.
I know Mickey will confirm if it's timey or tamey, but I know
We've
it's
already discussed that
tamey.
you're right.
I know. I'm just saying. I know Mickey will back me up.
You're right, damn it.
Can somebody give me a high?
And I'll give you one of these. And
Yeah, Mickey.
since you're right, here you go.
Yeah, what did Klaus
Tie Me
say?
Down, and Klaus Maine. All right, I'm moving on.
Maine, like the state.
So he denied that the CIA wrote that song.
And the CIA allegedly penned the power ballad as a cultural weapon to foster pro-Western sentiment and accelerate the collapse of the Soviet Union. And the rationale of Wind of Change that became the definitive global anthem for the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of communism. And it promoted exactly what the soft power message of reunification and peace that the U.S. intelligence desired. So are they talking about like Operation Paperclip? And when people think of the Berlin Wall, I always just think of Pink Floyd.
Bring down the wall.
We don't.
Right? Bring down the wall. Yeah, the United States was doing a psychological warfare, trying to get, the Russians people on their side of bringing down communism. They wanted to bring down the wall. And allegedly, the CIA put the song Winds of Change together, gave it to the Scorpions. They made it super popular. So during the Cold War, the U.S. government leveraged culture as a weapon. The CIA and State Department famously sponsored jazz tours by Louis Armstrong and Dizzy Gillespie to project American ideals globally.
And the CIA used a sensory assault technique during interrogations, and this practice involved heavy metal, rap, and children's TV songs like "I Love You, You Love Me" drove people mad. Is that Barney?
I love you.
That's Barney.
You love me. Can you imagine hearing that about 1 million times over, blaring in your cell? It would make you crazy. You'd go mad.
As I've been saying, watching Game of Thrones recently, and I'm back on the episodes where Ramsay Bolton is just torturing Theon. And, like, the psychological damage that he does before he even does worse is just, like, I was just like, this is so BTK. Like, can you imagine? It's like those brave women like Amanda Berry and stuff like that, how like he would just set traps for them to see like what they would do and then like punish them for like trying. You know?
That's like the CIA does it all. You're right, Matt.
Yeah.
The CIA had done some crazy shit to a lot of people. And this is the thing. This isn't fringe. This is real. We fucking do this.
It's like the whole rap culture, I think, was done by the CIA, and it was partially like people like Joe Biden were voting to like put, black people in prison, which is horrible, but it's like how they were trying to slowly get the people that kind of knew things or could do things about it or were vocal about it, like just trying to silence people, like whatever way you spin it, like there's a whole war on that.
Mickey Twist out there said, did you know the CIA wrote Baby Got Back? Baby Got Back.
Because of how popular that song was. Isn't that
well, they control minds with music and subliminal imagery and
Who's the angel of
all
music?
that stuff. What's that?
Who's the angel of music?
I know it. Satan. Satan.
Satanas.
Satanas.
Dark side.
Lucifer. Beelzebub. Fantastic.
He's joking.
All right, so
But I wouldn't have been surprised, but no, I hadn't heard that.
you'll love this. The theme from Rawhide, the Blues Brothers version, is explicitly noted in the official CIA logs. They use that song.
Yeah, you said Barney. Yeah.
Rawhide! 1 million times, baby. You're committing mass murders listening to that. Children's media, tracks from Barney and Sesame Street, including songs written by Christopher Surf, were deployed to grate on detainees' nerves. Rock and metal bands like Metallica and AC/DC were used because their loud, aggressive style amplified stress.
I used to fall asleep to Master of Puppets, though. Like, literally, I'd be like, that's my lullaby.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like this. The people that they were doing it to were Middle Eastern people in, like, the 2000s. And all those captives from, like, Afghanistan and Iraq. Those people didn't listen to, like, pop music like Eminem or Christina Aguilera.
Well, I have a friend who's from Palestine who lives in Jordan now. He's a huge metalhead.
Those were in the the detention
Thanks,
playlists.
Ahmed Shadow.
They had playlists, man. They're like, what will it be today?
Man, that would be fun just to have him on. Just to have him on. He's over there. Anyway, that's probably a Rumble episode.
It probably
Have
is.
him on.
It probably is.
Unfamiliar Western music was intentionally chosen to culturally isolate and confuse foreign captives.
We did this, people. This is real. This isn't made up fringe conspiracy shit. This is
I
real.
want to say this next one. I know it's
Do you want to do it? Yeah, feel
just
free.
that first sentence.
Are you going to sing it?
Meow 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 meow
Meow, 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 meow.
meow meow. The Meow Mix commercial jingle was used during Operation Desert Storm.
Wow, that's sadistical. Broadcasting eerie, ghost-like sounds during the Vietnam War to scare the Viet Cong fighters.
Torturing them with cats.
Jeez, man. Cats. Meow, meow. You hear me out there, meow? We're going to kill you all, meow.
Matt
Meow,
just
meow, meow,
mentioned
meow,
something
meow, meow.
about children's song, you know, like the whole dark thing about Ring Around the Rosie.
Ring Around the Rosie is bizarre, brutal, and odd.
Just wanna... what's that Dance Macabre from Ghost?
Ashes, ashes.
Dance with you in the moonlight. I think it's
And-
all about that.
Ring Around the Rosie, the slower you sing it, the more demonic it sounds. Am I right?
I mean, yeah, there's multiple verses. Like the
Power of the dark side.
Ashes.
this one interview I saw about like the verses of London Bridge is falling down. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
look at the other verses.
Hey, nursery songs are evil.
Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 different verses of London Bridge, so it's like most people know the first couple. So like, no, look at the last couple.
When I was a little boy, my dad used to sing to me, "When you go down into the woods today,
My mom used to
you'll
sing
be
"Sweet Child of
in
Mine."
paradise. When you go down into the woods today." It's evil and scary.
I got 80 songs even as lullabies, I guess. That's why.
Hey, that's a new genre. It's going to be nursery rhymes with metal.
I actually have a
That's
CD
gotta be a
of
genre.
Phil Collen and Vivian Campbell doing Def Leppard songs, but in like lullaby form. So it's super toned down and just them on guitar, basically.
It's called nursery core.
Something like that. Something like that. No, it's called Rock the Cradle, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
I have the CD.
All right. Well, music can absolutely be a weapon, serving as a tool for physical crowd control, psychological warfare, or ideological resistance, because humans process sound physically and emotionally before the conscious brain even interprets it. Music bypasses logic and directly alters human behavior and physiology. Truth.
I mean, there's discovery now. Stars and the Earth was created by sound, and you know, something spoken into
Frequency.
existence, people, and there's a written record of who that was. And human rights groups and musicians collaborated on campaigns to expose the devastating psychological impact of using music as an instrument of violence, like in Operation Mindcrime, which we talked about recently.
Yes. We did this, people. This is happening still.
I mean, it's just, you know, if they do it at some point, they package it as something else, or it's just like they have 10 different distractions and they'll put 3 to 5 in your face at once to just overwhelm you.
You better believe we're doing it in Iran right now.
Eyes to see, ears to hear.
We got Delta soldiers there. There's a whole shadow war going on that nobody knows about.
You know they have cloaked tanks,
Yeah.
like invisibly cloaked tanks.
They have lasers that they shoot at you. It's like the lasers they shot at Maui.
Invisible tanks.
It's another Rumble
people.
episode, baby.
It was on the History Channel.
Maui,
It's a whole
wowie.
documentary. Look it up. Like, that blew my mind. I think it was Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek that actually voiced that documentary from History Channel about, like, invisibility cloaks.
Matt brought up the pulse whip, and they did this in Havana, and it screwed up a whole bunch of people's brains. They have the scrambler that scrambles your brain, and during the protest, you know, this past winter, in like when they were protesting ICE, they did the sound weapon, and it made people go nuts. And like their ears were like, it was screaming in their ears. It's like the dog whistle for humans. Hey, have you ever seen those shock collars that they give for dogs?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
Let me tell you.
I'm not dumb.
I'm stupid. Okay. We've established that I'm an idiot. So we had a dog, and he was like a rot mix, and he was big, and he barked a lot, and he scared people. So in our neighborhood, we had to get him a shock collar when he was outside. So I was like, how inhumane could this be, right? It can't hurt that bad. So I put that bitch on, and I yelled. Let me tell you, folks, that thing, I felt the electricity all in my brain. Just think, that's what we do as a government to detainees. With music and shocks and all kinds of stuff.
Imagine the electric shock therapy that some people went through, and then how people, like, Ted Bundy had the electric chair.
Yeah, this is taking a dangerous turn to go off the rails.
No, sorry, but I mean, like, some of those, yes, some, like, extreme circumstances, but, like, the different levels of, like, what you could get to, and think of the people in between going rogue, especially without the internet then.
You know what I heard in the military? The very worst torture technique is cutting.
Cutting.
Where they cut you with knives. Cut your finger off. Slice you across your chest. That happened in the Vietnam War. That's what they did to American soldiers. And then they played the Russian roulette game where they put one bullet in a gun, they spun the chamber, and they had to hold it up to your head and pull the trigger. Psychological warfare. It breaks you down and breaks your mind.
Very Ramsay Bolton then from Game of Thrones. Like I was saying, they're just like super sadistic, completely
Sadistical.
Like where it looked like he almost could escape or whatever. He just didn't even believe it. He's like, where is he? Like.
So Johnny out there, I was seeing that conspiracy winds of change thing. Who knows if it's real? CIA does all kinds of crazy shit. So then I started thinking about Breaking the Law by Conspiracy 216. And I think it's a perfect time. We're going to do that one song. We're going to come back and we're going to do Breaking Spines News. And then we're going to try to get out of here. But you better stick with us. This is Conspiracy 216, Breaking the Law by Judas Priest. And we'll be back.
Nobody cares if I live or die.
Conspiracy 216. Breaking the fucking law, baby. Johnny Rocker. Craig Martini, thank you so much for still watching the show. I love that. You're helping with our algorithm, baby. It's AI.
It's something.
Just playing with you. It's something. Skynet News is taking over.
Oh my gosh.
They're coming for us.
Breaking's funny.
Skynet, breaking news.
Should be breaking Skynet news.
Yeah. They want to put up all those data centers? What do you think that is? That's the beginning of Skynet.
I mean, I think it started like a couple years ago.
I think it's been going on since like the 60s.
Maybe.
All these projects, Paperclip, MK Ultra.
Well, you know, things
Getting
are
us ready.
more advanced than they are by the time they release it to the public. So, like, who knows what they really have?
They're getting us ready with their false flags.
Yeah.
Soon we'll see the false nuclear fallout from Iran.
Something about what Sarah
Politics.
Connor saw. That's all I know.
Sarah Connor and the
Something
Terminators
similar.
are going to be roaming Ohio. You won't be worried about timber snakes and coyotes.
The beloved Sarah Connor. take your
Drones.
pick.
Police departments be replaced with drones and robots. Pull over, you bastard.
You have an extra letter here. That's funny.
Befreaking Brian's news, Spine's news. Befreaking.
Freaking.
Befreaking. Okay, I'm losing my mind.
I'm sorry.
Data centers are dangerous to humans. Yeah, so are windmills. They're dangerous to birds.
They take up too much energy and water. Like, I have like so many things in my house, like where just like a random power thing where it would be dim, like way more than it ever has been. And I think there's been some newer thing that's happened with an AI data center, because it's not the heat.
When we were driving to see Night Ranger, we saw all those windmills.
Yeah.
Those are the stupidest looking things ever. Are they really generating that much energy? They take up a lot of space and
They
they're
don't always
huge.
run and whatnot, but wind energy is
I hear they kill
similar to
birds.
solar and water energy. It's like wind energy is just as like the same thing.
It's killing the
Natural.
doves.
I mean, listen, that's just survival of the fittest there. Have you heard the conspiracy
a
about how
giant.
many birds are actually fake?
Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
videos of them glitching out and being stuck in the air. I know we live in the Matrix, let's be honest. And I'm going to go out on a limb here. It's not Rumble, but I'm going to say it anyway. I believe that we have a dome. I believe space is inside that dome. I believe that there's water above and water below. And I've seen a lot of old maps, and the flat Earth things makes a lot of sense. If our government and NASA, who is I'm not even going to say it. NASA. NASA.
That's a Hebrew word.
A fake corporation that brings us space from a studio. I kind of might believe flat Earth is possible, especially with the old maps and the stuff of Alaska and the Antarctic.
It's one of those older
Breaking
Disney
Spines News.
movies where it has like that yellowy tint thing where they were able to basically more than green screen, basically like backgrounds and whatnot. That technology is what NASA lost, and that's why we can't go back to the moon. Like they've said, it's lost technology. That's what it is.
I don't even know if the moon is the moon. I'm confused. I
That's
don't believe
another
anything.
crazy thing with Disney.
I don't believe anything anymore.
Yeah.
It's all Disney. Hey, mice can't live in space, by the way. I've seen videos of mice crawling on the ISS space station with the astronauts floating out there. Or out there on the ISS. And then you see a mouse run across the thing.
You don't need to watch it, but
And that's not AI.
you don't need to watch it. But that link I sent you the other day of the Tower of Babel sermon, just
Data centers. Tower of Babel.
you don't have to watch it. Just listen to it tonight and really see what you think about the whole Tower of Babel thing, because it'll blow your mind.
What I like
about-
to do is I like to put that on my phone and then fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
I wake up listening to sermons too.
Yeah,
Remember
the
I told you
Facebook
about
Messenger
the
or on your phone.
No, I just go like on YouTube or I'll put it on my TV. All right, guys.
Just write it down.
You ready? Breaking Spines News.
Yeah.
We went down the rabbit hole. Okay, so welcome to Breaking Spines News.
Your absolute heaviest source for everything breaking, brutal, and bleeding edge into the world of metal. We're cracking open the underground and crushing the mainstream to bring you today's most vicious headlines.
Yes.
From devastating new track premieres and massive tour cancellations to unexpected band breakups. Oh, I know what you're talking about on that one.
Yeah.
We have your neck-wrecking update ready to roll, so snap your vertebrae and throw your horns high, and let's dive straight into the chaos.
Chaos. I love chaos. Escalating chaos. Brutal. Grotesque. All right. Speaking of grotesque, Bret Michaels postponed summer tour. The 63-year-old Poison frontman has officially halted his solo live amplified 2026 tour following an emergency kidney stone surgery. Doctors have mandated 3 to 4 weeks of absolute rest due to underlying health concerns because he's getting old, including diabetes and spinal compression fractures.
Not just that. I mean, I had my gallbladder removed, and it was like,
Brutal.
don't lift anything for a month.
It was
Like,
brutal.
that's 4 weeks. So, I mean, that makes sense anyway, to be honest.
4 weeks is a long time when you're just sitting at home.
Especially when
It's
you're
awful.
used to being on stage. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, or go out on the wheelchair, man.
Hey, I'll tell you
One or the other.
when I had my hip surgery, I think I laid in bed 2 days and I was like, nope, I'm gonna start. I was like an exercise maniac. I was out walking with the cane, with the walker, and then it was the cane. I was driving myself around after like the 3rd week. I was like, I got shit to do, man. I just can't sit here. Couple days on pills was okay, but hey, that stuff just makes you so tired. All right, so Gus G joins King Diamond. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a guitar virtuoso. Gus G, known for his work with Firewind and Ozzy Osbourne, has officially joined King Diamond as a full-time member to compose, record, and tour moving forward. He's a shredder.
That's cool. I'm just writing a certain.
He's
name right here.
he's one of these guys right here.
Tactical nuke incoming!
All right, so Biohazard in the Pit. You'll love this one. A Devilskin show in New Zealand turned into an absolute nightmare when an audience member defecated directly on the floor of the mosh pit, spreading the waste across the jumping crowd and prompting multiple fans to vomit. Oh, man, he's shit everywhere. Is that shit? That's disgusting. Takes a lot of cojones to drop your drawers in the middle of a mosh pit and drop one out. What do you
just
think
have
about this,
no
Robin?
words. I don't do mosh pits as it is, but just people being nasty is another. Or like if you get yourself too wasted to the point where you just can't help it, like you need to just
Man, there's
at least make the escape route attempt, like at least attempt it, bro.
Man, there's corn all over the
Know what I
floor.
mean? Don't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna sit here and keep doing that.
Did you even wipe, man?
I don't know. I always need to know more context
Disgusting.
about things.
Yeah, and then people vomiting. It reminds me of
I
Gilbert
can't
Grape
blame
with
them
the
for
pies.
doing it.
You ever seen Gilbert Grape?
No.
Oh, God. Pie eating contest, and then they all start vomiting all over each other. It's fantastic.
I mean, I might have seen a variation or something, but no.
All right, so the House of Blues, Blossom Music Center. Larger touring packages stop through later this summer, including Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson, who we talked about earlier, the weirdo. He's at Blossom on September 2nd. Vader and Jungle Ride at the House of Blues on September 4th.
I saw Alice and Marilyn Manson, and Alice had a really funny joke where he didn't realize he got some of Manson's lipstick on him from like sharing the microphone. He's like, I hope I didn't get anything.
Hope I didn't get herpes. Hey,
So funny.
I have a little thing I could tell you about getting herpes at a certain club in Cleveland from using their microphone. I think a couple years ago, Jim said it on the show, which was hilarious because he wasn't supposed to say it, but he did. Then we
You
got
know, Steel
then we got
Panther has
banned.
the best joke about that. You know what the best thing about herpes is?
What's that, Robin?
You can't catch it twice.
True. She almost snorted.
It's the Steel Panther joke, but it's still hilarious.
All right, so WJCU 88.7's Metal on Metal at Bill Peters. The long-standing local metal radio programming continues weekly updates, ticket giveaways, and upcoming Agora shows, and specialized guest DJ broadcasts.
And shout out to Bill this week. I know it's been a harder week than usual, so all of our thoughts to you.
Bill?
You're great.
All right, so Midnight Steel, Rust, and Disgust, the lead single and video Cleveland Metal, pays direct homage to the city's heavy heritage, borrowing its title from a legendary 1983 local compilation album, 10,000 Rambos. I'm sorry, compilation album.
You mean Midnight, the band from Cleveland?
Yeah,
I
that's what I
love
meant
them.
to say.
They're
I didn't
so
mean to say
great.
10,000 Rambos.
If you've never seen them, like they're, you know,
Very
the
cool.
whole theatrical thing where they have like the hooded get up and whatnot, but they're like punk. It's like one of my favorite punk bands I've ever heard. They're like punk metal. Like really like hardcore punk death metal or something. Like they're awesome. I don't know how else to put them. They're just so unique in their sound and their stage presence, and it's just the other thing that's great is like the main three of them, right? It's like a 3-piece band.
Yeah.
Like it's
great sound for
incredible.
just a
And you
3-piece.
can't ever see their faces. It's like a whole, you can't see their faces. It's just black. And they have these heads. So cool. Like they'll wear regular shirts and stuff. You just can't see what they look.
They're like the gothic metal version of Rush.
Like imagine a scream mask without the ghost face thing and just it being black instead of the face. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
cool.
it looks like. It's so cool.
Matt was like, let's not get started with Antarctica. It's like a 10-hour show.
That's like yes. We are definitely
Antarctica, man.
not today, but
Not
we
today,
will
boy.
get on it at some point, and we'll need you for that because we need all the perspectives with that.
There's so much about Antarctica, starting with Admiral Byrd.
So much.
He
beyond
led a
that.
convoy of Navy ships to Antarctica. Story is that they got into a battle, but they don't know if it was against German soldiers or UFOs or Russians. They don't know. It's weird. I had heard it was aliens, which was German UFOs, because the first UFO was actually German and not American. Going down the rabbit hole again, Matt. Just giving you guys a little tease. Antarctica is a super fascinating thing.
Because that's just one aspect of it.
Yeah, one aspect. There's many things. There's harpists there. There's interdimensional. There's portals. There's pyramids under the ice.
fact
There's
that it's
whole
one of the-
cities under there.
The fact it's one of the only things that everyone in the 6 continents has agreed to, and they're going to try to do the same thing in November for. So,
Yeah. Russia's there. The United States is there. All these military bases there, but we can't go there as citizens, and we pay those salaries. Just think about that, guys.
aren't
Think
they
about it.
supposed to be the public servants? You know, that's what they're supposed to be.
We're the servants, and they're the republic. That's
They think
basically
we're
what
cattle,
it is.
but we're sheep.
Yeah, we're cattle
Depends
and
on
sheep.
Whose sheep you are and whose voice you listen to.
We're sheep and cattle. Cattle sheep. All right. 10,000 Rambos, the local outfit, has officially announced their upcoming EP release party scheduled for Friday, November 6th at the Westside Underground venue, No Class. You got No Class, Robin.
That's West Side, like over at West 117th.
Yeah, that's right.
Detroit-ish?
It's right down the street from Brothers Lounge.
Oh, yeah. You're
going
in
east.
Detroit. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Peeling Flesh. While originating out of Oklahoma, the rising slam death metal band is heavily tied to the broader Midwest circuit and announced structural updates to their lineup, replacing their bassist ahead of their upcoming album, Cycle, and a prominent slot at regional festivals like Columbus Sonic Temple, which already happened.
Sonic Temple, that used to be Rock on the Range.
Rock on the Range. How do we get to Rock on the Range?
Jeez, I think my first one was, like 2012.
Man, it's a long time ago.
I don't remember when Sonic Temple started.
2012.
But like I saw a couple of Rock on the Ranges before that name.
Yeah, Rock on the Range. That was the thing. And then it became Sonic Temple.
Yeah.
Both still cool. All right. So listening to the Metal Revolution on Outlaw Radio Nation gives you exclusive heavy metal history master classes like we had tonight with Craig Martini. Like we had a special presentation last night with 7 days a minute. Master classes, baby. Live artist interviews, engaging fan chat rooms. You guys in the chat rooms having fun, talking about the show. Show highlights, legendary guests. We feature deep dives into heavy metal history, discussions with icons like Vinny Appice. We have expert co-hosts, like co-hosted by metal insiders and writers like Rockin' Robin, from the Night Ranger podcast and Cryptease.
I've done a lot of things that's crazy. Like I'm like, geez, like I could think of 5 other things.
It's great, isn't it? We have live interaction. Offers real-time chat engagement and musician interviews covering upcoming albums, careers, awards, all this stuff that they're doing. Yeah, that's interesting. I seem to have lost my paper. I don't know.
The dog ate your homework.
Dog ate my homework, guys. Whatever. Yeah, so... There's a lot of crazy stuff that's happening in Cleveland. They just had that House of Blues Rockin' Revival. It was something, man. It really was something. But I'm gonna play a song, and when I come back, we're gonna wrap this bitch up, and we're gonna send it on its way. I got a song for you from my Cleveland project. This is "Raise a Little Hell."
Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. If you don't like what you've got, why don't you change it? If your world is all screwed up, rearrange it. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. If you don't like what you see, why don't you fight it? If you know there's something wrong, why don't you write it? Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. In the end, it comes down to your thinking, and there's really nobody to blame. When it feels like your ship is sinking and you're too tired to play the game, nobody's going to help you. You just got to stand up alone and dig in your heels and see how it feels to raise a little hell of your own. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. If you don't like what you got, why don't you change it? If your world is all screwed up, rearrange it. Oh! Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. Now it's raising hell, throwing down from the veil, like a demon I prevail. From the top I bring the light. Raise a little hell. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell.
Raise a little freaking hell. My Cleveland project.
Flip some tables.
Flip some tables and... No, never mind. Down some shots. Listen to Faster Pussycat.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Hey, next Saturday night, we are bringing on Behind the Haze from Florida,
Yes, we saw them recently.
Brooklyn, the singer. They rocked it at the House of Blues. We're going to have them on the show. We're also going to talk about funeral doom genre, the real heavy, dark stuff. Super heavy and brutal.
Cool.
Not as grotesque, but it'll be heavy and brutal. I'm sure we'll talk about a few other things. I'm not sure really what I want to do. I kind of love the idea of music conspiracy. Super cool. And then I can play Conspiracy 216 after every time I do it. What do you think about that, Johnny? I like that idea. All right, guys. Tomorrow, you could see Robin and I again. We have the Outlaw Radio show, the flagship show. And I'll tell you what you're going to expect on that show. It's kind of going to blow you away. But we're going to talk about blowjob etiquette. You'll love it. It's funny. We're going to talk about the decline in Western dating.
Geez, no lube, just right into it.
Yeah. No,
That's
I don't want to give it away. Sloppy toppy.
That's what she said.
Like, give it away, yeah. Right. We're going to talk about what it's like to date as elderly. No, just kidding. 40s and up, kind of what happens as you date older, and the apps and dating, and that's going to be funny too. You're going to dig the show. I got a bunch of new
Just shy
music.
of that line too, so that's even
Yeah.
funnier.
Just shy of that. Very close.
I might not look good, but
Yeah, you look good. You look good, Robin. I'll give you one of these then.
Can somebody give me a oh, yeah?
dude, I get carded and I'm like, I'm in my 30s.
Hey, when I was 19, I looked like I was 15. Couldn't go anywhere.
I always looked older too when I was younger. Like when I was 11, I looked 21 apparently to some guy.
Some guy, huh? There you go.
saw him again,
I'll
ever
give you
in my
another
life.
one of these.
Can somebody give me a oh, yeah?
I have a funny Owen Wilson story.
Would you like to share it before we go? Or do you want to save it for tomorrow?
It was
Make them live in suspense.
It was one of the many times I've been to Vegas, actually, and it was a family vacation. My mom and I went to see Celine Dion at Treasure Island.
Oh, jeez. I hate
Or, I'm sorry, Caesar's Palace. I'm sorry. But we were at Treasure Island because the shuttle to the hotel we were at was basically like 3 stops.
What's
Treasure
Celine
Island.
Dion's hit song?
My Heart Will Go
Oh,
On.
I knew it was that one. Oh, I want to unalive myself every time I hear that song. If I was in the car, I would just crash into a tree.
You're here. Okay, so no, there's like all these drunk people walking past us. We're just sitting on the bench waiting for the shuttle, and this guy that looks exactly like Owen Wilson comes and sits down next to me. And mind you, like there's like I swear 300 different people like walking past us. It was like a parade almost.
Was it a
At
stage
the
5
height-
clinger?
At the height of when Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, like they were all popular at that point, I was 14. When was that? I don't know. Do the
A while ago.
calculation. 33 minus whatever to make 14. So, yeah, he comes up and my mom and I were listening. It was just the iPod Classic where we had to like share an earpod each to listen to this. And it was like the thing where you did this on the iPod. We were listening to Guns N' Roses, and then someone was like, "Come on, man," or "Come on, Owen." Like, I swear I heard one of the two things. And it was
Owen Wilson, man. The Owen Wilson story.
yeah.
I love it. All right. Also on tomorrow's show, Brad Slitt from the band Priscilla.
Slit.
Slit.
Yeah.
What do you think I said?
Well, no, he's had 2 bands, Priscilla and Slit.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm sure
Slit.
there's more, but those are the 2 I think.
Well, I said his
defining
name, and then you're like,
bands.
Slit. And I'm like,
Well, you said Priscilla.
I pronounce it wrong?
No.
Slit, Jeff. It's Slit.
Well, that's like a whip, but like, I don't know what.
Now you got me thinking dirty thoughts.
I'm trying to make a sound effect. But see, that's like a whip though, not like
Yeah.
a slice. I don't know how to do it.
We don't have
Right.
any slice sounds.
I can't be as phonetic as I want to be.
Whoosh. Whoosh.
Copycat.
All right.
Kidding.
Meow, 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 meow. All right, guys. This has been the Metal Revolution. Went off the rails, but we dig it 'cause it's fun. Heard a bunch of great songs tonight. Catch us tomorrow for the Outlaw Radio Show. We'll see you again next Saturday with the Metal Revolution. And then we have Monday, the PSA. Bad Mondays, double shots. And, of course, gonna do shots. It's double shot day. Okay.
Of course, when I'm not here, how convenient for you.
I'll just toast you. And you could toast me
No,
from
actually,
where
I'll
you
have
are.
my own personal bar.
I'll have a flask.
I'll have my own personal bartender for a week, actually, so that could be
Nice.
a duo.
Are you gonna have pina coladas? I like pina coladas.
You've met who my bartender
And getting
will be.
blown in the rain. Isn't that the words? Blowjob etiquette. Catch us tomorrow. It's going to be fun. All right, this is My Cleveland Project. And Robin, you're dangerous. We're out of here, peeps. You have a fantastic night. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for staying for a long show. It's been a good time. Keep rocking. We'll see you on the flip side.
Like, share, subscribe, and stay safe.
Stay safe, everyone. Stay safe. It's a crazy world out there. It's a freaking jungle. And this is My Cleveland Project. The kings of the jungle. See you next week.